certainly beautiful. Big fluffy flakes. As long as they keep melting on the road, they're beautiful big fluffy flakes. Well, I just found out that it's definitely drivable. But I can't see very much. It is pretty crappy out there, but it's still, there's probably only about 2 or 3 inches down right now. I had to run up to Hannaford's because, as we know, I had no food. Couldn't be done yesterday. It just couldn't be done, so there was no food. I wish I could explain myself better to all of you, but I'm not going to. The move was planned for Friday. The movers have been hired for Friday, but a half an hour ago that changed. And it will hopefully be one day next week if the movers are still available. I know they were pretty much booked up. Best laid plans, you know, you make a plan and it's going to bite you on the backside. I got up this morning, made tea, got up at 5 because that's my new wake up time, and went to make those couple of English muffins and remembered that I packed the toaster. So it's not here. Did make the chow mein last night. Wanted to spice it up with onions. No, they're not here. Went into the spices to get some garlic. No, that's not here. Oh, gosh, because I really and truly knew I was leaving, as in very imminently. So I knew I had to pick up some food once I found out that the move is off for Friday. Figured I'd brave going out now before it gets too bad. It really, the car went into that flashing light thing of, you know, that there was no traction. Yeah, I know. So it was a 30-mile-an-hour drive. But I got all frozen foods and junk food, popcorn. Listen, if I'm going to suffer, I'm going to suffer happily. Put on a pot of tea because I still have tea bags. Just did some dishes. I have silverware mostly that I was washing. And then opened the refrigerator and realized I could take all of that out and throw it in the dishwasher. So that's all in the dishwasher. Actually, it's done and I just have to get it out. Parker, stop complaining. You sound like me. And talking about complaining, I'm sorry. I guess I am complaining. In my mind, I'm just sharing. So if my shares are complaints, really, that's not bright. I'm sorry about that. It's just, I thought you'd want to share in my life events. I'm going to put the silverware away since it's the only thing I've got to put away right now. You'll love this, of course. You know, I kept one extra pair of pants and one extra top. My underwear is still here because it's in the bureau. So I just have these two that I'll have to switch off now. And the last thing I did when my sisters and my brother-in-law came over Sunday to help is I said to Bernie, why don't you just throw all my shoes in this box? Get rid of those. Yeah, my snow boots are not here. So I'm out there with the shovel, just staying in front of my shoes to shovel. Again, it's fine. I'm just laughing because I haven't lived like this for many, many years. And I remember why I stopped doing this stuff. It's not fun. The storm is not going to be nearly as bad as what they predicted. Surprise, surprise. And you know, I never buy into the predictions. Never. Because I truly feel like they couldn't be sure if their lives depended on it. This time, I did get concerned only because I have no fallback. You know, if I'm here where I had no food. And when all of you, God bless you, gave me the suggestions of, well, go, you know, pick some up. Hold on, somebody's calling. That was the movers. if they weren't going to do Friday, which we can't do from our end because I have conflicts with the baby, that it was going to be a week or two. Well, he just said he can fit me in Monday afternoon, and they'll call me at what point. I'm so thrilled. I just said to this man who I do not know, I could kiss you on the lips. And there was complete silence. They may not show up. But now I have a new plan. Oh, I just said that out loud. No, don't listen. We have a tentative plan for Monday. So where was I before I was so happily interrupted? Let me see. That's awesome. I'm so happy. My highs and my lows. If I'm not manic now, I'm going to be before this is all done. Anyway, when I talked about having no food, I have no food, nothing. It was okay because I leave from Michael and Nikki's house at 5 in the morning. I'm home between 4:30 and 5 at night. I can pick something up on the way, junk food, I don't care, because it's easier than having things here. And knowing how my life runs, if I could get everything packed and out, the sooner the better. Because so many roadblocks come up when you're doing things with a plan. There was no food. And I know I don't explain myself well. I don't understand it because I think I do. I'm making popcorn because this makes me happy. So when I mentioned that to all of you, I got dozens of people saying, stop and pick something up. Like it wasn't, it's not the end of the world, and it's not. I needed to just let it out. I just needed to throw up everything in my head, and you guys were available. And I do want to share the crap along with the funny good. I live in the Northeast. If you know about the Northeast, live in the Northeast, have heard about the Northeast, we panic when people say snow. No, I don't understand that because it's not a big deal. We know that it's not a big deal, but they hype it so badly, the meteorologists, the TV stations, to get for viewership. So it's like, Armageddon, Armageddon, Armageddon. And I never buy it. Well, this time I knew it was going to be a big enough storm that the grocery stores were going to be completely overwhelmed. I mean, like, no room to park. If you go in, people will be getting ready to kill each other. It will be gnarly. And I'll be trying to do it at 5 o'clock. It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. I go by Hannaford's on the way home. There was no place to park. It is like a zombie apocalypse. So there was no food to be had. Can you hear me? People say, order for delivery. There's no deliveries. Order takeout. The restaurants are going to be completely, everybody's closed. Everybody's closed today because they were afraid of what it was going to be. It's not much. Now it's 10 o'clock in the morning. It's supposed to still do this for a couple of hours. I've already shoveled once in my regular shoes. And it was probably 2 or 3 inches. It should not be a big deal. There will be somebody here to plow later. But no deliveries, no grocery store, no restaurants. I think I'm saying it so that we should understand that for the time I got home till I just went out to Hannaford's now, which it's a little dicey, there was no food to be had. But I have popcorn. So with my Hannaford run, I have food that can last, what's today? What's today? Is today Tuesday? Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, I won't make it until next week. I'll have to pick something else up, but I'll be okay. I'll be okay for a couple of days. And as long as I pick things up that don't require pots or plates, I'll be fine. And yes, I know I could pick up paper plates. I know that I could go to the ranch house after I take care of the little one. That's 5 o'clock at night. which is not a big deal, but it's dark. It's the back roads of the next town. No, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. It'll be okay. Now, the instructions I got from the moving company said they don't move drawers that have anything in them. So now I'm dumping everything out into trash bags, which means it's going to be a convoluted mess when I get to the ranch. I don't even care. The good news is, with it being vacation week next week, I won't have the baby all the time, probably not much. So I'll have time to organize and get things set. My friend Kathy, who did the staging for me, is letting me borrow one of her cat carriers. I will have to videotape that because I have zero idea how I'm going to get Parker in a carrier. It's going to be brutal. I am going to come out with wounds. So for the rest of today, first popcorn and emptying all the rest of the drawers. They won't take the lamps unless I buy packaging for them, so those will go in the car over the weekend. And I'm looking at the little things now. There's still another whole carload of stuff here. I don't even know how it happens. We thought it was empty, and I'm still looking at over there that has stuff. The good news is I did my hair and makeup today because I was up at 5 and had nothing that I felt compelled to do. I almost wasn't going to get dressed, and then I thought, no, don't do that. You know, there'll be pestilence and you'll have to run out of the house. So I think that the rest of the day is just piss-potting around, wash out the refrigerator, I'll clean up. I've got the vacuum out to vacuum places that are done, and I'm going to just take advantage of it and do nothing. I don't want to say it out loud. So, talk to you later.